Research documents that too many leaders simply do not know how to make teams work. The problem behind that is they don't understand teams as human systems. From this video, you will hear about 7 points that will help you understand human systems, to help you understand teams as human systems, so that you can make your teams work. Understanding human systems is the first of 9 disciplines that leaders need to make a success of themselves and their teams. I'm Michael Broom. I'm an organization development psychologist. Been doing this work for 45 years now. Major clients have included Google, Microsoft, NASA, Army Corps of Engineers. All right, let's get going. Point 1, what is a human system? A human system is any group of people trying to get something done together. At least for our purposes, that's the definition we're going to go with. So we're talking about teams as human systems, families are human systems, groups of friends are human systems, committees are human systems. Any group of people trying to get something done together. That's the human systems. And human systems, small groups, are the fundamental unit of human society and organizations. In Western society here, we've been taught that individuals are the fundamental unit, and so that's where leaders tend to focus. You're going to learn here that leaders need to focus on human systems, because human systems, small teams, are really the fundamental unit of human society and human systems. No one has accomplished anything of any significance by themselves. It's all done within the context of some human system, a group of people working together. That's what we're talking about. Teams as human systems. Now, the thing about human systems is that they take on a life of their own, separate and apart from the values and wishes of the members of the human system. Think of those meetings that you love to hate, those teams you've been on that just have been a waste of time. Everybody in those meetings and on those teams, they're bright people. They're good-hearted people. They don't want to waste time. They want the meeting to work. They want the teams to work. But yet, the human system has taken on a life of its own. Now, so what we're talking about now are group norms and organizational culture. Those are just different words, or at least the words we use that actually are talking about human systems. And group norms and organizational culture tend to manage the behavior of their members more than the members manage the behavior of the human system. That's what leaders have to understand if they're going to understand human systems and be able to manage their teams so that their teams work. I remember working with a team of PhD social scientists at a major university. PhDs. They were working on a project together, and boy, it was a mess. Well, that's why I got called in. Yeah, I don't get called in for teams that are working well. So these were bright people. they wanted the project to work. They invented the project. But as a team, it wasn't working. They got invested in blaming and finger pointing and interrupting and shouting, and it was just a mess. So yeah, they had developed the culture, a set of group norms that created a dysfunctional team in spite of their intelligence and knowledge and wanting this project to work. Think of sports teams where you can have a team of superstars that couldn't win a championship to save their lives. And yet they're teams with maybe just a couple superstars who do win championships because they have a culture that works. They have group norms that work. They have a human system that works. Okay, human systems, this is point number 3, are synergetic. Now, synergy is when you cannot predict the behavior of the human system from the behavior of its members. That goes along with what we were talking about, that human systems take on a life of their own. Now, in human systems, that synergy can be either positive or it can be negative. The synergy is positive when a team produces results that could not be produced by the team members working by themselves. Think of the iPhone and the team that invented the iPhone. We're talking about the team of Steve Jobs, Tony Fadell, Jonathan Ive, and a few others who, working collectively together, created something that each of those individuals working by themselves, and you put all their work together, there's no way an iPhone could have come out of that. That's positive synergy. Think of the teams that you've been on that created wonderful results. They were a joy to be on. They were fun. People had fun together, got a ton of work done with wonderful results. That's positive synergy. So we've talked about the meetings that don't work, and the teams that don't work, that group of PhDs. That's negative synergy, where the group norms got set up so that the results were actually less than what those group of individuals could have produced if they had been working by themselves. That's negative synergy. That's what leaders need to be able to either avoid, or they need to be able to notice when synergy is negative and then create it as positive. Now, the synergy of a team is positive or negative dependent upon just 2 factors. First factor is when every member of the team is fully aligned with the goal of the system, with the intentions of that team. I can't tell you how many teams I've worked with where the leader was clear about the goals and the intentions of the team, and the leader thought that all of the members were clear about that. But as I would interview those team members, it wasn't very clear at all, or let's say there were a variety of understandings about what the goal of that team was. This is particularly an issue with executive teams. It's rare that an executive team really spends any time talking about, what is their intention as a team? What are their goals as a team? And are they all aligned together on those goals and intentions? That's the first one. The second one, are all the team members aligned on how they're going to support each other to have the kind of healthy relationships that are absolutely necessary to produce healthy results. You know, only healthy teams can produce healthy results.